Hey, what's going on, everyone? Joey here, and it's time for another episode where we reveal someone under the mask on The Masked Singer. Right now, we're going to go through all the clues and pitch correct to determine who's under the Fox's mask. Now, this is one of the biggest videos that you guys requested. I mean, a lot of you guys are fighting on who it is. I'm pretty sure we have this down packed. I mean, this is the second video we did on it, and since then we got a lot more clues to confirm our guess. Now, before we get started, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. Now, for those who are new to the YouTube channel, hi, how are you? My name is Joey Contino. I'm an executive audio producer here in beautiful New York City, and it's my job every single night to go out into the world and find audio for my clients. And when that audio sounds bad, it's also my job to make it sound good. Whether that is pitch correcting something, maybe fixing some little holes in there, or maybe it's slowing something down, taking out a frequency. But long story short, every single week Fox gives us, and Fox, not just the Fox, but the Fox, gives us clues on who the celebrities are, but they're smart. They have the celebrity talking, but they figure they can't let the celebrity actually speak in their real voice because people are going to recognize it. So what do? They speed it up and they pitch it up so you have no idea who it is. Well, I figured I can go ahead, slow it down, pitch correct it so that we can hear the real celebrity voice, and then we can match that with the clues to determine who is under the mask. Now, we've gotten every single week right last season and this season except for the Eagle, Dr. Drew, and if this show goes to like 1 millionth season, and Dr. Drew is going to be the only one that's going to be stuck in my head because oh, come on, Dr. Drew. Who would have thought it would be Dr. Drew? Now, this is the second reveal video that we did for the Fox. If you want to see every single clue and how we kind of match it up to this person, you can go ahead and click the link in the description, or I can throw it over here. But right now, I pulled out all the big clues, including all the brand new clues from this past week. So let's get started. First, we'll name the clues, we'll go through the audio correction, and then answer all the clues on how it matches up with this person. So we've had so far, the Fox says the superhero is ready to devour the competition as he's reading a comic book to a child fox. He says foxes are clever and nocturnal. They do their best work at night. He says he's played a lot of roles, and we see drawings of the fox dressed as Sherlock Holmes and a cowboy with an eye patch. He said he has dabbled in many different genres, from Doogie to Doubtfire. He's laughed with them all. He grew up in a rough patch of the woods. He said he was bullied and that the other fox cubs weren't nice to him because of his strange bark. We saw a drawing of him holding up an Emmy, but says despite the success, he never felt the applause was for the real him. Then he says he's always dreaming about entertaining people on tour, which we see him with a green guitar. He held up a set list with the songs Everybody Say Yeah, Sugar Daddy, Cabaret, and You and Me. He said he's won multiple awards and became a household name, mostly being a part of a pack of talented fellas. Not my voice alone. He referenced a boombox, saying that it was a gift from his father, which helped him find his voice. And then from the new clues, we saw him playing a white piano in the middle of the field with a young fox. There were 4 men dressed in all white bodysuits running around, kind of strange, but whatever. There was a sign that says yes and ... He called himself a true blue superhero. And then the last clue we had, he says, I'm glad I'm getting the chance to work with my friends, even though my friends don't know that they're working with me. So those are the clues. We're going to answer them in a second. First, let's get through the audio. Here's the audio Fox gave us.
I've been trying to outfox this panel all season, but they're hot on my tail, so I've got to be clever if I want to make it to the end.
Now, I am going to warn you. Either Fox watches this show, what we do here on YouTube, and realize that we can pitch correct things, so they made things harder, or maybe they're just making things harder as is. Because I can't get this pitch correct 100% perfect, because I know who this person is. It's just the audio, I just can't get it perfect. I don't know what they're doing. They're processing it more, or maybe this person, who we're going to reveal in a second, is changing their own voice, just like how the leopard is doing it, aka Seal. Because, you know, for those who don't know, Seal is speaking up here in a British accent, and then they're hitting the pitch up and sped up. So that's why we can never get him right. I'm thinking this person's doing the same thing, because this is the audio that I got.
I've been trying to outfox this panel all season, but they're hot on my tail, so I've got to be clever if I want to make it to the end. Have I ever told you why I decided to become the fox, little one? They're cunning and strong, and yet oftentimes underestimated. I've felt that way a lot in my career, but with this mask on, I finally feel the world sees me the way you always have, like a true blue superhero. So with the golden mask in sight, I'm stripping things down tonight. No more fancy dance moves, just my voice alone.
See what I mean there? Now, who is your guess? Who do you think it is? I think it is Wayne Brady. Now, because I can't get the pitch correct 100%, I figured I will go ahead and play Wayne Brady singing, and then we'll play the Fox singing and see if you agree.
Even if there's no you and me.
Yeah. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let's go ahead and go through the clues. The first clue talks about him being a superhero and reading a comic book to a little fox. Well, he has a daughter named Miley, and when it comes to superhero, he was Micron in the animated cartoon series Batman Beyond, which we'll get to a little bit later. There's more clues on that. He says foxes are clever and nocturnal, and does his best work at night. Well, comedians do their best work at night. They're on stage. He said he's played a lot of roles, and we see drawings of the fox dressed as Sherlock Holmes and a cowboy with an eye patch on. Well, he does a lot of improv and acts like different characters. He says he's dabbled in many different genres. From Doogie to Doubtfire, he's laughed with them all. Well, Doogie refers to a show with Neil Patrick Harris, which he did when he was like 14? And they were together on How I Met Your Mother. Believe it or not, he actually played his brother, which is kind of really funny. And Doubtfire refers to Robin Williams, and they were together on Whose Line Is It Anyway? The next clues were from episode 5. He said, let's just say I didn't always fit in. He grew in a rough patch of the woods. He was bullied because of his bite. He did an interview with Dr. Oz where he said as a child, he struggled with stuttering due to a big deal of anxiety he felt by being bullied by children. And that could be because his voice itself does not sound like the rest of other people in his demographic, which they made fun of him for, which is really sad. I can't believe that they did that to him. The next clue was a drawing of him holding up an Emmy. For those who don't know, he's won countless Emmys, from The Wayne Brady Show to Whose Line Is It Anyway? The next clues are from episode 7. He says he's always dreaming about entertaining people on tour. Well, he tours a lot with a lot of comedians. He held up a set list, and those songs are very important. Some of them are from Kinky Boots, which he actually was. He substituted on Broadway for Kinky Boots. And then the other one, You and Me, is a song he actually put out himself. Here's a clip.
Even if there's no you and me.
The next clue talks about him not always being alone. He's always with a pack of fellows. Well, that goes back to Whose Line Is It Anyway? His revealing clue, this is actually interesting. His revealing clue was a boombox given to him by his father. Well, for those who don't know, he was born in Columbus, Georgia, to West Indian parents. And he moved to Orlando, Florida with his grandmother and his aunt because his father was in the military. That's right, his father was always traveling. His mom couldn't really take care of him on his own. So one of the gifts that his father gave him was a boombox. And what I thought was cool is that's what got him into singing, performing. He liked all the attention. He liked making people smile. And so that boombox kind of created the Wayne Brady we know today. And the last clues were from this past week's episode. We see him playing a white piano in the middle of a field with a little fox. Once again, little fox is his daughter Miley, and playing the piano. He does play the piano. Then we see 4 men in white bodysuits running around. Honestly, I think that's the 4 white guys from Whose Line Is It Anyway? I mean, he's always running around with them, so it does kind of work. Then, this is kind of interesting. There was a sign that said, yes and ... And for those who've taken any kind of improv class, one thing they always say is, how could you make a joke go further? So when you're an improv group, you go down the line and pretty much add on to a story. So you would say, the cat jumped over the moon. And then, in order to make the story go on, someone would say, and then and then you continue the skit. So it's kind of cool, kind of a little improv reference, which once again goes with whose line is it anyway? Then he calls himself a true blue superhero. Well, back to that superhero clue, Micron. His main colors were blue and navy, so he is a true blue superhero. Now, is he a superhero though, or is he a villain? I don't know. You tell me. Comment below. And then the last clues that I can give you is when he's talking about being able to perform with his friends without them realizing it. And well, him and Joel McHale do go way back and have been friends. And him and Nick Cannon also go all the way back to when he was on Wild 'N Out. This is a really old photo, but here's a photo of them together. And they have been friends ever since. Now, do you agree with me? Do you think it is Wayne Brady? Please comment below. Now I'm going to go ahead and play all the rest of the Pitch Correct audio for you to listen to, and you can guess who they are below. I also did reveal videos for all the remaining characters. I'll put that in the description, or you can check it out on my YouTube channel. Here's the audio.
After weeks of my nerves getting the best of me, I feel like things are starting to click. I'm so happy, I feel like I'm living in a fantasy. Welcome to my beautiful home I like to call my chateau, where today I'm soaking up all the incredible things the panel have said about me. I'm realizing this experience is teaching me to love my own voice for the first time in years. And ay Dios mío, can I be straight up? I'm finally finding my center. And now, with my newfound confidence, tonight I'm throwing the biggest party this stage has ever seen.
Being on this stage is the most fun I've had in as long as I can remember. But truth be told, I'm terrified of the panel finding out my true identity and judging me because of it. So I've been training every day to make sure I won't be unmasked anytime soon. Because here, I can finally be seen for just my voice and pure talent. Everything is zen. I want to win this more than anything I've ever wanted in my career. With this song, I'm ready to show the lengths I'll go to win that golden mask.
I never imagined how liberating this competition would be for me. Each time I step out onto this stage, I discover I can do things that were inconceivable without a mask. When I was a teenager, I set myself free for the first time. Since then, I've done my best to treat the world as my catwalk. Whether I'm in New York or Gay Paris, I always try to channel my inner glamazon and champion. I'm singing a song that celebrates the best of the past because I never want to forget that moment when I chose to just be me.
In my line of work, I'm used to hustling every day, and that can-do attitude is what's got me this far in the competition. I learned that if you really want something in life, you have to commit to it 110%. So sorry, Nicola Majig, I've got to be my own #1 right now, but you'll always be my second pick. I suffered a setback recently, but becoming the thingamajig has really helped me get back on my fuzzy feet. But now that I got my groove back, I'm more laser focused than ever to make it to the end. And once I win, I'm gonna need to find my match. So tonight, I'm putting myself out there, and I hope the panel swipes right on this performance.
I can't believe this tree is still standing. With all the confidence the panel's given me, I feel like I've finally come into my own. I'm singing and dancing like no one is watching, not even a smelly cat. This spotlight is dynamite, and I plan on shaking my big fat tree stump all the way to the end. Oppa! I just need to remember to simmer down and save some energy for the stage. With the competition heating up, every song counts. Tonight, I'm living in a powder keg and giving off sparks with an 80s classic straight from the heart.
I've been trying to outfox this panel all season, but they're hot on my tail, so I've got to be clever if I want to make it to the end. Have I ever told you why I decided to become the fox, little one? They're cunning and strong, and yet oftentimes underestimated. I've felt that way a lot in my career, but with this mask on, I finally feel the world sees me the way you always have, like a true blue superhero. So with the golden mask in sight, I'm stripping things down tonight. No more fancy dance moves, just my voice alone.
So who do you think they are? Please comment below, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up. Now, if you stay to the end of the video, I always like to reward you because only 30-something% of you guys stayed to this end of the video. Last time I had asked you what was your favorite song if you had to keep listening to it over and over again. This time, let me ask you, what is your favorite amusement park? It's a little different. Mine's Wildwood, and that's because I've worked down there pretty much my entire life before coming to New York. But I want to thank you once again for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm Joey. See you later. Bye.
Money.